too much, right. Overdose and I'm in over my head. I say what I should have said. I'm living, it should be dead. I'm coming, you should be scared. I'm coming and I was there. I'm coming, they can't compare. Where I'm going, they never there. I'm alone. All alone in the lane of my own. I'm alone. All alone in the lane of my own. I'm alone. All alone. I'm coming and I was there. I'm coming, they can't compare. Where I'm going, they never there. I'm alone. Overdose and I'm in over my head. Taking blunts to the head. Coming, you should be scared. Right? Me against the world, I'm Tupac and with a Glock. Cause I don't wanna go before my time up on the clock. They say when you on the screen, everybody wanna watch. They say, boy, you at the bottom, you'll never reach the top. Heavy hearted, my emotions got dropped. Maneuver with the movement, man, my motion won't stop. Cause it's money over everything. Maybe even you got a business on the side, man. Maybe even true. They all say they love me, but you know how bitches do. Niggas are falsified, and I just remain true. I said, damn. Scheming while getting scammed, my switch is getting grammed. I hate thinking about that bullshit. And the stress, working real hard without resting. OT till I OD, that's right. Overdose, and I'm in over my head. I say what I should have said. I'm living, it should be dead. I'm coming, you should be scared. I'm coming and I was there. I'm coming, they can't compare. Where I'm going, they never there. I'm alone. All alone in the lane of my own. I'm alone. All alone in the lane of my own. I'm alone. All alone. I'm coming and I was there. I'm coming, they can't compare. Where I'm going, they never there. I'm alone. And I ain't talking in the victim sense. Talking, I'm on a whole other level. This shit in my sense. Got my paper in my sense. I want it all. Nothing less. You smell success. That's been my sense. You fuck me one time. Ain't forget no handkerchief for falling tears. On that fears, you telling stories. Disappear, went down and out. But now found when the glory category bitch made that you know we saying what's about it. And please don't ever doubt it. Fuck your help, I'm here without it. For real. Cause I done made it on my lonesome. With you on shoulder, chips of soda, feeling like you want some. Can't expect your intellect to see the real if no none. But how the hell you bite that hand that feeds you when there's no one? They gon' come and go, and I know that shit true. Take that picture of Van Gogh so you clearly see who the fuck I am. A giant from my point of view. From skyscraper view, what I do see this view. So I'm overdose and I'm in over my head. I say what I should have said. I'm living, it should be dead. I'm coming, you should be scared. I'm coming and I was there. I'm coming, they can't compare. Where I'm going, they never there. I'm alone. All alone in the lane of my own. I'm alone. All alone in the lane of my own. I'm alone. All alone. I'm coming and I was there. I'm coming, they can't compare. Where I'm going, they never there. I'm alone.
Styling, freestyling. Rello, you want shine? You gotta grind until you get it. Try and speak it to existence, neither work until you live it. It's a shame. How many people broke us down? Listen, go and get a 9 to 5. You ain't $1 million nigga. I got goals and ambitions. You got hoes and some children. While I was getting money, you be worried about these women. You be worried about pussy. I'm worried about pimping. You out here trying to smoke it. I'm out here trying to flip it. God damn. And everybody say they next up. Everybody want rap, cause everybody want snuff. I just want to take care of the crowd, make sure everybody good. Get everybody a whip, get everybody out the hood. What you know about being loyal? What you know about staying 100? What you know about sleeping outside? No food in your stomach, that was me. Found a way to turn nothing into something. Not the ones who didn't believe, gotta respect the way I'm coming. I'm hot, and you can't say I'm not. And I'ma keep on grinding till I make it to the top. R.I.P. my brother Jordan. Man, I miss you a lot. Every time I was in some shit, you was right up by my side. I got a angle on my shoulder, and God my witness. And I'ma keep going till I cross that finish. No stopping, no bitching. Cause I know I'ma win it. It don't matter where I started, it just matter where I ended. I look up to the Lord every day, asking him got my way. Keep demons on my path and keep snakes on my face. Make sure I'm doing good Make sure that I stay straight and speak to everybody, even if they ain't heard what you say. I was meant to be a king, got a ball like Kareem. I'm a leader, I don't follow like the captain of the team. I was born for a reason, meant to live my dream. Could care less about what it is, I know it ain't all what it seems. Now we high life living, rhyme round better than everybody who say they get cheddar. Got to get my shit together, and now I'm doing good. I gotta stay 100. Man, this one right here for all my niggas get money.
Reggie on the beat. Reggie on the beat.
Young, G-Lo. I'ma keep it real from the jump. You know what I want. Baby, I just wanna fuck. Yo, shawty, what it do? I know you wanna talk. I'ma keep it real from the jump. You know what I want. Baby, I just wanna fuck. Yo, shawty, what it do? I know you wanna talk.
Every day on my mind, you want me to buy. Twist it up, getting in the trash, and the shippers looking back till you feel it in your spine. Let you ride that good off, pick it to your blind. I get it in the black, all in the living room. Out back, getting wet, rubbers in the swimming pool. Any day you in the mood, you can hit me up. And when I get there, you better be in the new.
Purchase your tracks today.
In your finger food, ache in the mistletoe, lay in your inner tube. Play with it, make it ooh. Take it, sing it ooh. My dick got beef with your pussy, I'ma slay the few. And lay at the rest and bid it the next couple hours. As I invaded the quest up in the shower, one leg east and one in the west. Soon as I pound it, she all I give me more when it's stressed. Okay,
I'ma keep it real for the jump. You the one I want. Baby, I just wanna fuck. Yo, shawty, what it do? I know you wanna talk. I'ma keep it real from the jump. You the one I want. Baby, I just wanna fuck. Yo, shawty, what it do? I know you wanna talk.
I remember when we first got in this situation. I stepped to you like a man with no hesitation. The way you smile, I can tell you did the conversation. Silver tongue devil, nigga, had your pussy pulsating. You saw that I smoking loud and hitting the script. Took it to my hood, showed you how a nigga live. Late night, hit the room, digging in them hips. Pussy good is so wet, straight cool whip.
Purchase your tracks today.
I'm playing between the thighs. Keep going, don't stop, I got a surprise. Roll over, slow stroke, playing, pop and grind. Hand over, face down, knocking out the time. She say a nigga disrespectful, but that blow her mind. I'm about to get this noise out you, I ain't wasting time. I must admit I'm infatuated, feeling on your vibe. Scratching on my back, telling me this pussy mine.
I'ma keep it real from the jump. You know what I want. Baby, I just wanna fuck. Yo, shawty, what it do? I know you wanna talk.
Purchase your tracks today.
You know what I want. Baby, I just wanna fuck. Yo, shawty, what it do? I know you wanna talk.
Talking all day and all night. Don't you get with a G like a thousand for some nights. Baby, I got what you need if you wanna take flight. Get in levels I see you guaranteed to get you right. Show me what it be tonight. I'm at it to the sky. You ain't afraid of ice. Baby, we gon' glide. It is a parole ride. Cause I guess I don't get tired. I'm gonna get us in the mouth, but she gonna open wide. I'm up in my whip, baby girl, and we gon' slide. Got the liquor in the pool, and I bet she died. Straight loaded on the floaters, and we getting high. Ain't no cooler ride here, but we on the grind. Get pulled, bitch, you better stuff that shit inside. Straight marches around my way, all we do is glide. Baby told that fuck, she said that she my ride or die. Can't lie, you just my baby, then you gotta die.
Purchase your tracks today.
You know what I want. Baby, I just wanna fuck. Yo, shawty, what it do? I know you wanna talk. I'ma keep it real from the jump. You know what I want. Baby, I just wanna fuck. Yo, shawty, what it do? I know you wanna talk.
Purchase your tracks today.
Man, some boy be Randy on my Jeezy. Hello. Oh, you crazy, man. You crazy, man. Charlie, where they do that? Where they do that? Wait for the booty tank. Oh, Charlie, baby. Big the black, big the black, big the black. Oh, where they do that? Where they do the wait for the booty tank. Don't let Charlie, baby. I'll be the player for the city. So to bring that back, I wanna know where you from and where they do that at. Oh, why you at like that? Pretty little waist and a booty so fat. Oh, I'm only here for one night. I'm trying to get right. You looking so tired. Oh, if it's alright, hit me with your number. We can kick it tonight. Oh, we in the 305. Party all night and the music loud. Oh, I don't know who gon' drive. She took it to the beach and she started to ride. Oh, she let the fuck outside. Never did that, so I gave it a try. Oh, said all up in my eyes, but I cracked that pussy open like a kingdom surprise. Oh, Charlie, really do that. Pretty little waist and a booty size. Oh, Charlie, baby, I'm gonna play it for you see. Oh, really do that. Pretty little waist and a booty size. Oh, Charlie, baby, I'm gonna play it for you see. Now we in the dirty burger. Everything half off, you ain't got to worry. Oh, and everybody got kids, but they still make it out to karaoke Thursday. Oh, hit up the TPA where everybody go gamble money away. Oh, I'm just saying, I used to do that shit too, like every day. Ooh, then we head downtown. First 5 days, all the girls get down. Oh, then back to the ATL. Home of the breaking booties, big as hell. Ooh, started keeping it real, and I really wanna know if you're trying to chill. Ooh, I'll take care of the bill, but you gotta leave your crew 'cause they look thirsty as hell. Ooh, Charlie, pretty little waist and a booty size. Oh, Charlie, pretty little waist. I'm fly with a player for the city. Oh, pretty little waist and a booty size. Oh, Charlie, pretty little waist. I will play up for the city. Yeah, I already get out here, like, let's get here, but and I'm a hungry as fuck, man. Look.
Let's go. It's my birthday, just face it. Roy Jones, no amateur. This here finna be a movie, so I hope you got your camera right. Fake card, say Fargo. Step back in my cargo. Last call for alcohol, did the same thing tomorrow. It's my birthday and now. 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 Drink for everybody, everybody, everybody. Drink for everybody, everybody, everybody. It's my birthday and now. 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 Drink for everybody, everybody, everybody. Drink for everybody, everybody, everybody. Yeah, I'm about to call up Earl all over my shoes. Today is my birthday. I'm gonna act it like a fool. Drinks on me, I got it. Draw on me, I got it. VIP on me, I got it. You don't even need to ride it. He'll dance or make a dance. He'll watch me throw this money. He'll ball my dog ballin'. This spinning it ain't nothing. Yeah, it's my birthday. By the whole entire bar. Forget being a rapper. Tonight I'm a superstar. Face down, no hate. Face down, no hate. If he ain't got a big booty, then he ain't got no chance. But get me when I'm on it. Everybody leave. Bartender still pouring, so I'ma drink, believe it. It's my birthday and now. 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 Drink for everybody, everybody, everybody. Drink for everybody, everybody, everybody. It's my birthday and now. 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 Drink for everybody, everybody, everybody. Drink for everybody, everybody, everybody. It's my birthday, stop. Rich baby, I'm ballin'. But I hope I straight cash. Yeah, got my homies on that gas. 3 o'clock in the morning. Say 3 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, 5 big booty, son. And all love from horny. Let go, wild and I no drinking. 2 better racks, I'm banking. These girls said it ain't ready. I know all love just faking. No, why? Then I turn up. Pull a seat to the side. The baddest in the club just to see how good she tried. I'm seeing the money. All I'm seeing is money. Whole club for walk. And all I'm seeing is money. Last call and I'm behind.
High Tide Sick wants to remind you to consume cannabis responsibly. Don't do anything stupid like drive and smoke pot. It's not like you're doing the speed limit anyway. Speed up, people. on the tide, baby. High Tide Stick, HTS in the house. You on HTS with the Doc MistaTre. We are live from Tampa Bay. And yes, we are kicking it. I am truly excited about today. You have no idea. Today's a big day. Today's definitely a big day. It's Throwback Thursday, first off. I got to find you guys a good throwback photo. Like, all jokes aside, I got to find you guys a good throwback photo for Throwback Thursday today. We are going to shuffle through the MistaTre Throwback Thursday picture photo book, or whatever you want to call it. We're going to go through that damn thing, and we're going to find out what the hell's going on today. Special guest today, by the way, just for you guys out there that keep up with underground hip hop. Special guest today, Two Piece. So we got Two Piece and Tom Hutchins coming to us live from Washington State, out on the West Coast. Want a special thanks to those guys for being willing, being on a hip hop lifestyle, being willing to get up a little early and be on the show with the Doc. Is always a pleasing point. We got food, no doubt about that. We got topics, no doubt about that. So nothing different today on High Tide Stick, obviously. Same old show, psych. Everything's different every day because the news changes every day. Currently in the headlines, 37 dead, over 100 injured or wounded in a bombing in Beirut, Lebanon. Two nearly simultaneous bombs go off at the same time, about a minute apart, as what is being reported by CNN. And so definitely thoughts and prayers and meditation and whatever it is you do to try to make the world a better place. We've got those shots going out to the folks out there in Lebanon and Beirut. Always going to be a big supporter of anything bad going on in the world, supporting the recovery from that. And anytime anybody feels that it's okay to just go blow up a bunch of people, I'm going to be one of the first ones to jump all over that. 2 music breaks today. We're going to go back to our normal music break schedule. So we'll have a music break at 20 after the hour, and then a music break at 43 after the hour. And then we'll come back and we'll wrap the show up after the last music break. First music break today, we're going to bring you a pretty dope song by Tom Hutchins. It's called Make 'Em Hate, featuring Two Piece. And Tom Hutchins, again, #1 artist from out in Washington. So, he may be, as I always say, he may be a nobody to you, but he's not a nobody to me. He's not a nobody to the hip hop industry. The boy's been putting it down. Much like, myself, Two Piece, the Cut Gang, Gaddafi, Dab Gang, all these different cats that you guys are just now becoming familiar with. We've been familiar with them for a long time. Absolutely excited to get Tom on the show today with Two Piece. They should be calling in any minute. I'm going to go with providing he got my Facebook message. I'm in the process of using a Florida number for the studio phone now. And so because of that, that can, or sometimes can, lead to, it can lead to a lot of different things, in all honesty. And so we want to make sure that you guys, we want to make sure that, we can keep you up on these things and stuff like that. We have food in the house. I love food. Food today, coming to you from Series Pizza. So we want to definitely give we want to give them a shout out, as always. I love the pizza here, by the way. I plan to sit here and indulge in this pizza right in front of your faces. Yes, I do. Very much so. Day, as I always say, day. This is some day pizza. Let me tell you, it's delicious. I'm going to eat it right in front of all you viewers. You listeners, you get spared the pain of watching me demolish awesome pizza while we go over topics and stuff for the show. I'm going to get Chris on the phone too. Not sure. Not sure where he is. So we're going to try him first because we want two-piece on the phone for the interview, obviously, but I'm new to this phone, so this new studio phone is it's an old phone actually, and so it's kind of a beast to use. It's not even a smartphone. It's not a touch screen. But it's always supposed to be used to make phone calls in the studio and receive phone calls in the studio. And I'm not sure why the phone's not working. Let's try calling me. Let's see what happens. It's weird. It's really weird. I can't even make a phone call. I'm not really sure what to do. I wonder if that was making my life miserable. I tried the Bluetooth. It said the Bluetooth was on, and I don't need it on. Every time I try to dial, it just hangs up. It's probably not good. Not sure. Well, that's the beauty of the show is we don't ever need anybody on the show with us to actually do the show. However, that sucks because I have no clue how come I cannot get Chris Watkins on the phone. I'm going to message him on Facebook and see. Try to get Chris on the phone here in a second. He's usually milling around doing something. But anyway, so lots of stuff going on. Our music, again, music today provided by various different artists from around the globe, for that matter. And so we just, we like to give shout out to those folks that are gonna be out there. We won't have post music today. I have something I have to go run and do, and so it's one of those things where I don't. To me, it's one thing to leave the station running with no one here if it's just for a few minutes, or go have a quick smoke break during a music break or something. But to leave the studio completely unmanned for like an hour and a half while I go run errands is just not something I'm comfortable with. So we're not going to do it. So there won't be any post show music today for you guys. Sorry. This pizza is freaking amazing. If you're watching right now on YouTube, it's freaking This is New York Slop-a-Doc Photo Pizza. Mm-hmm. 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 You know food is good when you start doing the motherfucking Cabbage Patch and shit. I'm telling you right now. That's good pizza. I'm sober. Like 100% sober. I am not stoned at all. That fucking pizza's good. Good Lord. Pizza so good, make you slap your mama. Mm-hmm. Telling you right now. It's a good pie. It's a good pie. Dig it. Yum. So, why don't we do this? We have to wait on Chris if he even calls. I'm not really sure what's going on with the phone. I'm a little worried, actually. I'm going to have to. I honestly didn't try to test the phone line. So, I don't know. 305. Let's answer it. Hola.
Hola.
Who's this?
Dang.
Oh, damn dang it. What up, two-piece?
Yeah.
I seen the 305 number. I said, nigga, who's calling me from Miami?
Yeah. Dang over here.
Well, I know that. Well, shit, my nigga, I know that. The world may not know that yet, but the world will know that.
Hey,
homie, how you been?
And I've been good. Just politicking up here in the West Coast, you know, trying to get this movement together.
I see that. I see you've been moving around a lot. You've been on the go, man.
Yeah, it's been a journey.
You know, I was just talking about food before you called. And so I bet traveling, because I traveled a lot. And I mean, I've been overseas, out, here, there. Some places I'd rather not even tell people that I can get to, just so they don't gotta ever know where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? But
right.
But food is like my thing. Food tends to draw me back to a place I've been to. And out here, I stopped by this pizza joint on my way before the show to come to here to the studio do the show. And I stopped by this pizza joint called Series Pizza on Beach Boulevard in Gulfport, Florida. And man, it is some of the best New York style pizza around here, man. I mean, by the slice and everything. Man, I got another joint like a block from my crib, bro, that delivers by the slice. You just call them up like, hey, send me 2 slices, nigga.
Oh, you know, okay, good Florida.
You said you're a good Gainesville boy, right? But that's good Florida.
Good Florida.
My dude. So before we came on the show, I of course played. I had in the lineup preview to the show. We did Drinks for Everybody, which is probably one of my favorite songs by you guys, with you and Roy Jones, because man, that's my joy. Like, it's my birthday, I'm wasted. My birthday, that's my shit. So how'd that song come about, man? I've always wanted to ask you about that one specifically.
Man, actually, to tell you the truth, he brought another artist in, and they wanted a hit song. They really couldn't write. They couldn't make a hit song. They was real good at making music, but it just couldn't make a hit. So that was my job at any record company I was with throughout the years, was to make a hit song for whether it was me or another artist. So that's what I did. He came in, we sat down, played the beat, hit song. Only thing is, he didn't want to continue with the hit song. So I decided to be like, okay, well, look, I got the song. I'll go ahead and finish it and put my dues on it. So I had a producer from Russia make another beat, and it wasn't similar, totally different, and we did Drinks for Everybody.
Okay.
And I so happened to have, being Will Jones camp at the time, so it was easy just to put him on there. Mm-hmm. He actually rapped another verse that I did, because it was another version of this, which was just me. But I added him on, and when he came to the studio and heard the finished product, it was like, whoa, now this is a hit. So I took it to Memphis, Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
And in Memphis, they started playing on the radio, and from then on, man, it's just been a classic.
I mean, that's my joint. You know, that's one of the joints that I used from you last year on the Box State of Mind All-Star mix I did, which was the hip hop All-Stars of Colorado. When I heard that one, because I can't remember, I hit you up and I said, hey, man, I want to put you on this All-Star mix that I'm doing for Colorado hip hop. And you had just left to go back to, I think it was Atlanta at the time. And I was like, my nigga, I got to get something hot. And you was like, go to my Reverb page. Da, 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 da. I went on there and I was like, oh shit, this is my shit. But see, now I've moved on though. I'm on that on my grind with you and Fetty Wap. That shit is fire.
Okay, so yeah.
You know, it's you and Fetty's way of the hook being laid like it's like dun 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 dun. See, you know me, I'm a writer, so you know, like with the way you put the words to the beat and how you kind of make them two make love to each other. That's what will always gather my attention. And just the way you and Fetty got that pop on that hook is fire. That's the song I have for our music break today. When you'll be on hold, but the listeners will hear it. And they played it yesterday too. But I've been riding around. I'm telling you, man, people around here like, who this nigga bumping Fetty Wap and who that nigga with Fetty Wap? I'm riding around in the whip, nigga, just whoa, and I'm just leaning on that motherfucker. Boy, I'm telling you, I love that track. It is hot. For those of you that don't know, you can get that motherfucker on Reverb Nation. Just look up 2 Piece on Reverb Nation. It's on there, somewhere on there. I'll post a link to the direct track to High Tide Stick for all you guys out there. I'm telling you, you want this track. I'm a DJ, so I'm like, I'm hitting up like DJ Kamikaze later today. I'm like, you need this shit in your rotation, my nigga. You need this shit in your rotation. This shit is fire.
It must be in rotation. The whole CD is high. Have you heard the whole CD yet, Down America?
I've heard I think 5 tracks off of the whole thing. So I haven't gotten through the whole thing yet. Usually, I'm not gonna lie to you. Usually, that's what I do on the weekends is when I go through like the album by album of people. During the week, I listen to the first. If you don't catch me in 30 seconds of your track, I'm probably on to the next track just so I can find like something banger, banger for the air.
Right. You need a banger.
Yeah, just a quick
banger. Yeah, Down America definitely has one.
Oh man, I'm telling you, I'm excited. Again, we got. I don't know when you're coming back to the East Coast, but I really do hope that you can be out here in July around the Tampa area because like we got the Bars Fest with Young Fats. I had him.
Okay.
I think you met him. It was the show I opened for you at a speakeasy when you had the flu. Remember that?
Okay. Yeah, Colorado.
Yeah, he was at that one at the speakeasy with us, and that's when he had met you. So he remembers you. And I told him, I said, man, I really would love to see the Dab Gang, Bars Fest. I'm really just gonna. I gave up on things the way they was working in Colorado, and I said I'm just gonna go to Florida and I'm gonna make my own Colorado. We need to speak out here though. We do. We need. Look, this law passes November 2016, and I guarantee you by December 2017 we'll have dab bars. The investors are ready. They don't want to do nothing illegal because they got legit businesses, and I can understand that.
Oh man, they ready. Okay, well shoot. Dab Gang always ready.
Well,
we need to put two together.
You already know. Everybody that was scared on the first go round up in Colorado, they seen it work. So now they ain't scared. They're like, shit, when can we start?
Right.
So you're out there in Washington right now with Tom Hutch.
Yeah, I'm out here with T Hutch. T Hutch just had to run and do his normal duties for the day. But I'm here right now and representing the Dab Gang. We've been out here doing shows and
we got a song with you and him on it for one of the breaks here. Actually, one of our breaks right now. Let's do this. You already know the song. I'm gonna put you on a brief hold here. You won't hear anything, okay? You'll just because I just turned down the volume on you, so you'll hear me talking, but you won't. They won't hear you. Fair enough. But anyway, I'm gonna play the song with you and Tom Hutch right now with T Hutch and 2 Piece. For all y'all listening out there and watching out there, this is of course my boy my boy 2 Piece with it's Tom Hutch's track. I'm sorry, I'm messing this up here today, but anyway, like every other day, MistaTre can't talk. But anyway, it's Tom Hutch, Make 'Em Hate, and it's featuring my boy 2 Piece, 2 Pizzle from Gainesville. Check this out.
Yeah. What it do? PME click. Florida to the northwest, huh? Doing big.
It's your own fault to let you know. Oh, now them feelings start to show. When me and my niggas first come through the door. Like, watch me make them hang. Watch me make them hang. Yeah. Watch me make them hang. Watch me make them hang. Yeah. Watch me make them hang. Watch me make them hang. Yeah. Watch me make them hang. Watch me make them hang. Watch me do the shit, and bitch, I do it big. Hunting for the bar, I be finding another boat. Yes, I'm counting in. I'm fucking up this game. I'm leaving with your bitch. White boy wasted, giving it dick while you sitting at home chilling, hating on the kid. I'm living life and it's fucked up. I sell the white and it's fucked up. I'm on the 5 and I'm clutching. You need a pee and I'm fronting. Walking through the club and y'all start to hate. Band on the table, bitch get take. Bitch get played, no need for it. Make a whole cussing up clothes like an A1 video. You feel me? Top of the flow in the building. And heaven be my ceiling. And Kush got me so high, blow it all out. Chillin' with my partners, yeah, you try to pop off. Yeah, we do it big, I'm a motherfucking rock star. Let's get it. I give a damn if you are broke. It's your own fault to let you know. Oh, now them feelings start to show. When me and my niggas first come through the door. Like, watch me make them hang. Watch me make them hang. Yeah. Watch me make them hang. Watch me make them hang. Yeah. Watch me make them hang. Watch me make them hang. Yeah. Watch me make them hang. Watch me make them hang. Take no peace, that's a no. I'm a big dog, you total. Your own damn homie, tell you fuck damn. When your money running short, that's when you see the suckers. Niggas stole from me, that's why I'm still screaming. Shit from your waist down. Don't fuck with me and get online. Real street nigga in the business suit. Never been a sucker, I left that shit to you. Swear, and all I want for Christmas is my bulletproof day. Wake up every day just like I'm 5 months. Niggas keep on hating, they gon' make me catch a body. Like the cheese on my wrist, nigga, I put 10 on your head. Hey, first thing that a nigga learn, never talk to the damn feds. I give a damn if you are broke. It's your own fault to let you know. Oh, now them feelings start to show. When me and my niggas first come through the door. Like, watch me make them hang. Watch me make them hang. Yeah. Watch me make them hang. Watch me make them hang. That shit is fire, boy. Yeah. Woo, and that boy Hutch, they don't know about, I'm telling you. I know about artists, you know, like Hutch. I found out, of course, about him through you. But I know about different artists. I know like the youngest rapper from Child's Park in St. Pete. You know what I mean? Like I get around the hood. Like that's one thing I've always told people is one great thing about being mixed is I'll give myself this pat on the back. It is really easy to go into a business setting with a suit and tie on because that's what I went to college for was business. But because I grew up in the hood, you know, I could show up at the park and shoot hoops with the brothers and not have to worry about getting shot or stabbed as long as I come correct and act right. And so that's what I was doing. I was just out and about shooting hoops this weekend, and I met this cat. He goes, hey, you produce music and stuff? I said, yeah, I produce. I do that, got a little radio show, He's like, you gotta check out my boy. He's like 13 years old. He puts this little dude on. I'm talking about little dude looked like a mini Master P, golded out and everything, and he was getting it.
That's Florida.
Getting it, little shorty. I'm talking about a little shorty.
That's Florida crazy.
I was like, man, I got kids older than that kid. And I was like, damn. But he was getting it. So like, Florida. I will always think, no matter what happens, whether I completely fall on my face or I become the greatest success known to man, I will always thank Mike Watts from Swisher House down in Houston, because he's the one who said, where do you want to move, bro? I said, this was back like last January or February of this year. He said, where do you want to move? Because I called him for a record deal, actually. Legitly, I did. I was like, hey, I need a record deal, man. I can't do this bullshit out here in Colorado no more. I'll pat him on the back for this. He said, move somewhere where music is a buyer market, not a seller. I mean, a seller market, not a buyer market. I said, what do you think about Tampa? I said, I've been looking at Tampa a lot. He said, Florida's great. Go to Florida. Florida's great. Now he want to come out here. He's like, I ain't been to Tampa in so long, nigga. I need to come out there and see you guys. I'm like, hell yeah.
Yeah. Man, man.
When's the last time you been home?
Well, I just left about 3 weeks ago. You know, I was on, actually, I'm for the start a big movement. I'm for the start a Bad Gang, Florida. So you know, you're gonna see a lot of me. I'm about to, you know, start all over and reorganize everything. You know, it's a lot of kids out there, a lot of rappers, you know, in Florida right now who's doing something. But you know, hey, and like, okay, actually, to tell you the truth, I saw a discussion on Facebook. A discussion on Facebook yesterday, and they was talking about, it was a Gainesville discussion, and you know, Gainesville discussions is like 12, 20, almost 20 years, you know, beneath me. But you know, I saw the discussion, and it was like, who's the hottest artist in the 352, and you know, I saw the comments, and they were naming names and everything, but they failed to realize, you know, it's rappers out way before them, you know, that came out 15 years ago that's still doing it, and you know, their names not mentioned. So I had to, you know, comment my little 2 cents in, and was like, you know,
your two
I did,
pieces.
yeah, I put the little Ric Flair to beat the man. You know, to beat the man, you got to beat the man. You feel me? So you know, it was a lot of comments, but everybody knows, you know, that I had it locked. And I still, you know, if I go home right now and put the music out, they're gonna be like, what? You know, so hey, Dab Gang, it's a new movement. I decided to, you know, change from the music I typically do, and I went with this dab gang movement because marijuana and the movement in the whole in general is like so big, and throughout the year it's gonna even get bigger. So I decided, you know, like the Juggalos, they got their little meeting every year, so we're gonna have the you know, the dab out every year. You know, I'm gonna come up with it, but it's gonna be something to do with dabs, and it's just the whole movement. So anybody that want to be a part of the movement, y'all contact me, dabamerica@gmail.com.
Hey, now you already know you can't have, you know, the Dab Gang in Florida without, you know, the Doc from K-High, the original Rocky Mountain King of Kush, dog. Come on.
So yeah, you know, hey, we gonna touch base.
I'm out here, so you know
definitely
I'm
gonna touch base. Yeah. You actually only 45 to an hour away from me, so there's nothing to get to.
Gainesville's the Gators, right? The Florida Gators. That's where Florida University is.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah,
the
somebody already invited me. He said swamp, nigga. But yeah, so somebody invited me to a game, and I wasn't able to go because I had to work. It was a Florida game, and I was like, well, how far away is he? He's like, an hour? I was like, really? I was like, my nigga does music from Gainesville. I didn't know I didn't realize you was that close to me until I got offered that game, and I was like, oh, okay, damn, all right, it's like that.
Yeah, man, you gotta come visit, guys.
You know I'm not used to that though. You know, Pueblo was like 30-minute drive from the Springs to go see my shorty I was dating back when I met you out there, and then Denver's like a hour and a half depending on what part of Denver you go to, and so people don't realize like out west. I drive for first off, I walk 2 blocks and I'm in St. Petersburg because I technically live in Gulfport. I walk 2 blocks and I'm in St. Petersburg. I drive for 20 minutes, I'm in Clearwater. I drive for 30 minutes and I'm in Newport Richey. I'm like, people don't realize like how close together cities are out here. You got to drive 30 minutes just to get to the next township out west.
Okay, right. Yeah,
way different.
Yeah.
But I like it though, because you can touch a lot more people out here. The East Coast is in me. My parents are both from New York, so the East Coast is in me. I just grew up on the West Coast. And you know, I'll tell them I'm dubs up, but I got that E in my soul, believe me. I'm one of them Southern charmers that didn't. I was raised. I always tell everybody is, I was raised in the South, so keep my name out your mouth like some Project Pat shit. But at the same time, my swagger really does come from my parents being from New York. It really does. We can tell when you talk, you from the fucking South.
Yeah, I'm from straight Florida. I'm born, raised, whatever it is, Florida, everything, you know. But I do show love to everywhere, every state there is, every country, you know, because I got people all in Russia that's like straight up depending on me to make it. You know, they want to see me make it. So yeah, it's going down, man. Everything.
I do like that. Hey, I caught that shout out to Russia, by the way, on my grind. Where you say something like, we let them rounds go, they loud like some Russian missiles or something like that. I forget the exact line, but that shit is. I was in the car again. I was like, "Oh my nigga!" and
yeah, you know.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I throw a little bit of, you know, a little something in there every now and then, other than just dab, you know, because usually it's all dab music from here on out, but you know, I do have a little something I throw in the pot a little bit every now and then.
I think that's why I like that song on my grind with you and Fetty Wap so much, because I think it really is a shout out to the older niggas like you and I. We got 20 years in this shit. And we talking about we ain't got 20 years in this shit on MTV, on, you know, getting these headliner checks. No, we got 20 years in this shit grinding, real grinding. And it's funny because in your shit, you're saying something along the lines in your lyrics. I can't remember the exact verbiage. I don't want to quote it here, but I'll just say that you're like, I'm doing this dab gang thing. I still smoke weed, but don't forget, motherfucker, I'm a real nigga. You fucking with a real nigga. And I'm like, hey, yeah, these young bucks better start realizing, like, you ain't the look, just because we're smart enough now that we don't want to go to prison because we've been there. Y'all niggas still think it's okay to go to prison. That's the only difference between us, little young buck. Don't get it twisted.
That's the only difference, you know. Like, yeah, and I remember it's like, you know, real nigga, I just dab a lot. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, don't get it twisted.
I'm still a real nigga. I just dab a lot, or something like that. I think is the line. And I'm like, yeah,
that's it.
I'm like, my nigga 2P said, fuck you, you're cool, fuck you.
Yeah, you know, they need to know. They need to know the OGs, you know. They need to know all this.
Oh yeah. Every time anybody in music, and they're like, it's certain things they say that I just sit back and I go, no, bro, because like me, I've been a freestyle king for damn near 20 years. Bet I just finally tatted it on me because I wanted to make sure the world knew, and it wasn't just me saying it.
Right.
So I think that's a difference between the younger ones, and the younger ones are putting it on paper and aiming to prove it. I think once you get older, you already proved it, and you inadvertently tattling on yourself through metaphors. And good luck, police, trying to convict somebody of that shit.
Right, and right. And they're gonna get older too, and they're gonna realize the same old thing. Because I was right there with them. We was right there with them, you know, doing the same thing.
I started my first 2 years beating on my chest.
Yeah, so you know, so they're gonna get older, they're gonna get wiser, you know. But I'll be back in Florida. We're gonna shut it down with Dab Gang. So make sure y'all hit me up. Y'all hit me up on Facebook, you know, y'all hit me up on Twitter, Instagram, IG at THEDABGANG, the Dab Gang.
The Dab Gang. And as a matter of fact, I'm gonna put it up here on the screen for anybody that's watching, or when you what actors are saying right now. Oh, okay. So we were gonna have Chris Watkins. He's a Michigan political insider, and also he's trying to do a bars fest up in Michigan that you could very well get an invite to there as well. Obviously, because he calls me. He's like, "Who should I call?" And I'm like, "Well, you got Fats, you got me. I'll fly up." I was like, "Shit, 2P's probably will do it. Baby Bash might do it, but he's super expensive compared to the rest of us. So there you go, run with it." So, yeah, I love
City.
I throw your name out there, man. We're out there just north of Detroit, up in near Bay City and Flint. That's where I think he's doing it, because it's supposed to be the way he's getting like the city to jump on board is its intention is to be more like a marijuana type rally type deal. And so that's
all I know. You buying the dabs, I'm coming.
Oh, they be dabbed out. They play my show up there in Bay City, Michigan. They call it the Clubhouse because we don't want to legally put out there where this place is. But
yeah, straight up.
So it's called the Clubhouse, and we'll just leave it at that. But anyway, they play me in the Clubhouse, and like whenever he's at the Clubhouse interviewing me, I die every time because I'm like, my dude is legit. Like, he's legitly out there, got me playing in like a dab club out there, and I love it. I think it's great. It's perfect. It's how do you say it? It's what it should be, really. I mean, let's just be real with it. But guys, for Dab Gang, by the way, that's 2P. You see him there with his you still be cracking me up with that motherfucking gold propane. I'm like, my boy's like, how do you get a gold one? I was like, well, my guess is graphic design, and they just faded it to a gold color. However, he is crazy enough to go and paint a fucking bottle fucking gold. I know this dude, like he's really crazy enough to do it. So I don't know if it's real gold, if it's really been painted gold, or if they just did it through graphics. I don't know. So you have generated it with us, believe me, because we were debating this shit. We were like, is that fucking, we were like, is that real gold? Is it spray paint gold? I'm like, nah, it's probably just graphics gold. I don't know. That's what we're doing, man. Now, are you D.A.B gang, the political party too? Because there's another one out there called Dab Gang also.
Okay, so you missed the THC. Is the Dab Gang?
Okay, no, I've got you already, but I've seen a couple of other ones, and that's why I was like, well, is that you or not? But it must not be. It looked like a rock band, to be honest with you. But you know what, guys? For anybody out there that wants to find it, you can actually just type in Dab Gang by itself, and he'll come up first. It'll say the Cannabis College Self-Employed Lee Strong. Oh wait, never mind.
Yeah,
that part was me. My bad. It says your mutual friend is.
There you go.
So let's pull this up real quick. Let you guys who's watching on YouTube, you can watching live on YouTube right now. You guys can check that out. And but anyway, the whole point of this is that we've all been part of movements. Like me, I was part of the big Mountain West movement back in the day, where everybody's throwing up the M and the W together, the Mountain West, and that all that had to do with was Amendment 64 passing. And the Mountain West states were passing the laws like Amendment 64. The Independent magazine and the what was the other magazine? The Gazette out there in Colorado Springs came out and they did a story. So when I tell you young artists that there's an opportunity for exposure out there just by simply being part of these marijuana or pro-marijuana movement groups, I promise you there's a lot that can come from that for you guys. A lot to be learned from the very talented and great two-piece and folks like myself that are still sitting out here like, yeah, I love hip hop, but I love radio just enough that I'll let it take me away from hip hop for a few hours a day kind of thing. Whatever you're doing, being part of the marijuana movement. If you have to be blind in this country to not see that there is a huge shift in opinion on weed right now.
Hey, you definitely have to be blind if you don't see it. But hey, go ahead and keep being blind because two-piece and the Dab Gang gonna keep pushing.
We gonna be blind, but it's mostly because our eyes be laying low like the makers of Honda.
more money for us, more moolah.
I'm telling you, they don't know about me. Like I did research before I moved to Florida. I looked for the state that was the most likely to pass marijuana legislation, the soonest.
Okay, so look, you missed a couple states on the way to Florida, but you got it right. We are going to be the next, and I'm going to push it to the maximum. But you got Nevada and everybody that's going to push it like now. Yeah. They're going straight red, So, we going to get it. Well, I think they have a great,
hey, we have some people out here on our side. I'll tell you you can follow her on Twitter, as a matter of fact. It's at Rep, R-E-P, Michelle. Her name is Michelle Vasalinda Ripwinkle. She is a House of Representatives senator from the Florida House of Representatives. She's up in Tallahassee. She represents the Tallahassee district, and she has wrote a bill that pretty much puts weed in first it deschedules it, and then it puts it in almost like lettuce, like a vegetable. And so I'm calling it the Legal as Lettuce bill. And that's of course, shout out to Presence, by the way, the medical marijuana activist and marijuana activist out in Colorado, originating from Florida herself. She's from right here in St. Pete area. She lives out in Colorado. That's her terminology, legal as lettuce. And I like it though, because that's exactly what she's trying to do. Is she says this is a cash crop. This is Michelle, by the way, Representative Michelle Vaseline. Says this is a cash crop. She goes, I don't personally smoke pot, but when me and my husband sat, and I had her on the show, we had her on a 2-hour-long primetime pot and politics special, and anyway, long story short, we had her on the show, and the bottom line is she sat down and she looked at what we were doing, and she said, this is in Colorado. She goes, I like Colorado for the way they went into rec because they were the first to do it. She goes, but I don't even want to go through those steps. She goes, I want it as legal as lettuce. I don't smoke pot. My husband doesn't smoke pot. We were actually a little edgy on even getting involved in this. And then when we looked at the research and we looked at the science, keyword there, science behind it, she turned around and said, how can I not be involved in this? And then she started working on the bill.
Wow. Okay, so that's going to be great. All of it.
We got friends. Oh, yeah. Hey, as we'd say at the basketball court, we got rich white friends in politics, bro.
Yeah, because Morgan and everybody's been pushing and you know, we got our own normal, but I heard they're trying to split Florida up into the south and the north. So, you know, it's kind of a lot of stuff to look at in this whole legalization thing.
Oh yeah, it's definitely an interesting thing, but I think the consensus across the state, just from people I've spoken to, and you know, of course, I subscribe to all the polls for like the politicians and debates, but I also subscribe to like different various polls around the country. And when you're polling 100,000 people, and 65,000 of the 100,000, or 65% of them, are saying don't care about pot, do what you got to do. It's just like liquor, and yet we're still fighting the same battle in politics. For it's a little frustrating because, like I said, you said you wanted 2/3 of the vote. We gave you 65% of the country on average, with a plus or minus of 5% for differential. That's still even 60%, which is nearly 2/3. It's just under 2/3. So again, I'm going. Obviously, the country's tone of marijuana has changed. What is the holdup? And the last thing I just keep seeing is, you know, it's just that hard line ingrained right side of it. And then, you know, the whole reefer madness campaign from the 19s, 20s made everybody who looked like pot look like they were a sociopath.
Okay, that's really good. They still think that marijuana is bad, but what happens is I got people in my family right now that really use this. You feel me? So I don't care what the government says. It has to be legal. We have to make this legal. As a whole, we have to tell the government make it legal.
The key word is there are people who have to have this. Now, me personally, could I go back to the prescription drugs for the pain and the prescription drugs for the psych for the depression shit that I had to deal with? Yeah, I could. But 9 times out of 10, I'm probably going to be dealing with something else because of that. You know what happens when I don't have a little weed to get my head right? I go to work. I call a few homies while I'm at work and see who can come turn one with me. And then I'm back onto my normal day. And if it happens, cool. If it doesn't. But I'm not out here tripping. I'm not out here trying to swim out to the ocean and drown. I'm not out here trying to do something crazy to myself. I'm simply just living life. I'm one of those people that I would say I would venture on the verge of saying I do need weed, but only in replace of something else. If I didn't do weed, I wouldn't want your happy pills. I'd rather be unhappy and pissed off, honestly.
Right, those pills are like the worst ever. They were like the worst ever. Almost all pills, like, you know, but there are pills out there that help, and they do help. But there's repercussions to that, you know.
Exactly.
With marijuana, there's nothing like me right now. I'm gonna take a bath while we're on the phone because, you know, hey, I have those issues, and this is the issues that lead me to take marijuana. You feel me? So I'm gonna bath.
I can hook up my pipe and then
oh man, I'm taking out my room.
When we get together though, we are dabbing up when we get together. When you get back,
definitely in Colorado. Not in Florida, in Colorado.
Oh, I don't know anything about Florida.
Right. I don't do nothing in Florida. I always do when I'm out on tour.
Even when I smoke on my show, that is tobacco, folks. For all of you folks that wonder what's in that pipe, it's just for show. Just tobacco, promise.
Okay. and I'm not lying. I'm not smoking tobacco right now. I am in Washington State, and I am dabbing. Yeah, straight up, everybody. Dab America in stores now. Get it. iTunes, we're going down.
I'm telling you, no, like out here, I'm telling you. Okay, so like you and I are, like I said, we're a little older, so we remember the crack epidemic. We remember that.
Yeah.
We remember the heroin, the change to heroin and the crack epidemic and all that shit. And I'm telling people right now, people be talking about dabs like it's crack. And I be looking at them like, nigga, what is wrong with you? Just because I can smoke one hit doesn't mean that it's bad for you. It's going to kill you. They have even went to the extent of, like, up in Michigan, Chris Watkins was telling me about this, my political insider up there. He said, up here, you can have all the fucking flower you want. The minute you start fucking with concentrates, they have it scheduled as a synthetic drug that you made. And I'm going, how did you make it if it came from a plant? Because at that point, even cocaine would be synthetic, which it's not.
So you're trying to make something bad so good.
And that's what I don't get is you're taking something and you're trying to turn it into a negative because you don't agree with it for whatever reason that is, whether it's moral, personal, political, you don't agree with it. So rather than learn or understand what it is, this is a big thing from the GOP and the Tea Party. This is where a lot of this shit comes from, is you don't understand it. So rather than learn about it, figure it out and find out why society and it's got such a socially accepted backing behind it. You got to look at it like liquor back in the 1933 when they ended prohibition. For 2 years they argued it out in politics. People forget that part. They just think that one day somebody woke up and said, "Hey, fuck it, you can drink again." That's not what happened. It was argued in politics for 2 years of the pros and cons of liquor, and somehow big liquor back then, it wasn't big farm back then, it was big liquor. Big liquor won back then. Right now, big farm's winning, and we want big marijuana to win.
Yeah. Hey, guess what?
What?
Guess what, Sam?
What's up?
You been talking to me this whole time?
Mm-hmm.
I've been down about. You hear me coughing?
Oh, listen, I wasn't trying to address your dabbage going on here. Damn, my nigga. Well, I'm going to put you on a brief hold because I want them to hear this song that we were talking about, On My Grind. So we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to continue our interview with 2 Piece. And but first, you guys have to hear this song by him and Fetty Wap. I'm stuck on this shit. Like, and I don't get stuck on tracks as an artist myself, but I'm telling you, I'm stuck on this shit. So without further ado, here's On My Grind with 2 Piece featuring Fetty Wap. And I'm telling you, if you don't got this track, get your ass on Reverb Nation right now and download it. Put that shit in your whip and let me roll up next to you when you banging it. And I'll probably throw a joint at your ass from the window. Real shit. Here we go.
What it do, Fetty? 2 behind. Do it big. Yeah, gang. Yeah.
Hey, once I started, stayed on my grind. Yeah. Mr. Crit told me don't waste no time. No. Smoking big dope, shit smell like pine. I drive a foreign and the wheels look fine. Niggas boring, his flow is not like mine. Couple hundred just to watch my time. Niggas boring, his flow is not like mine. A couple hundred just to watch my time. Since I was young, I was doing nickels and dollars and nuggets. Ever since they robbed me, trust and believe I was busting, smoking like a zombie. Zoo game my niggas, nothing, dice in my G got me. All my niggas got busting. Once I started, stayed on my grind. Mr. Grit told me don't waste no time. Smoking big dope, shit smell like pine. I drive a foreign and the wheels look fine. Niggas boring, his flow is not like mine. Couple hundred just to watch my time. Niggas boring, his flow is not like mine. A couple hundred just to watch my time.
Hey, my hood said get you, so fuck you. You, your dead homies, and your pistol. I'm from Gangville. We don't totally get you. The bullets out this bitch sounding like a Russian missile. I've been a real nigga, I just dabble like that. And I be down in Houston, Texas, like I'm rapping like. Use a cartoon character, Facebook thug, need a Grammy, you an actor. Push the rock, me with no ammo in the gun. I got a top on the way and 100-round drum. The difference between me and you haters is I'm winning. The label left a nigga, I bounced back in the pit.
Once I started, stayed on my grind. Mr. Grit told me don't waste no time. Smoking big dope, shit smell like pine. I drive a foreign and the wheels look fine. Niggas boring, his flow is not like mine. Couple hundred just to watch my time. Niggas boring, his flow is not like mine. A couple hundred just to watch my time.
Hey, I'm in the studio, grinding with no pen or pad. They gave a white nigga money, now you at us mad. Shit, my belly was so eat, I can feel the hunger. Ever go broke, I turn your block into a fucking song. I left the West Coast to bring back my street cred. I don't know why niggas eating when the streets dead. I know where bees live when they think I don't. And now I leave a nigga stinking, you think I won't. Expose it to the world, make 2 Piece famous. But you gon' rubbing my money, I'ma sell them payments. I don't owe nobody nothing that ain't on me. You want a feature, we charging a fuck.
Once I started, stayed on my grind. Mr. Grit told me don't waste no time. Smoking big dope, shit smell like pine. I drive a foreign and the wheels look fine. Niggas boring, his flow is not like mine. Couple hundred just to watch my time. Niggas boring, his flow is not like mine. A couple hundred just to watch my time.
Oh yeah, I'm telling you, that shit is fire. Done deal. End of story. It's just the bounce, the pop. You still with me, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm telling you, that is my shit, dude. Like the way it's just the way it's laid in the hook. I love it. I love it. But that's how I think that's the difference between an artist and a musician. Is a good way to word that. Artists write great lyrics. I know tons of great lyricists. I mean, fuck, for almost a decade, I worked with my own personal little Eminem. He was this white boy with blonde frost tops that could spit cold as shit. He was a cold ass spitter. I had my own little Eminem in my crew. I get it. But an actual musician that can put the layers to music together and then make you kind of just go like that hook is just catchy as shit. And it's not one of them drab hooks that's just like, you know, repeated like 3 times or 4 times. I mean, I got shit. I got those. It's not a drab hook. It's legit. It's legit. I'm like, I'm feeling it. I'm like, my nigga Fetty killed that shit. I love that hook. That's hot.
Shout out to Fetty Rob, who did his job. Appreciate everybody on my album. Everybody did great. You
got a lot of guest spots. Fetty's probably one of the bigger name ones that's real big and popping right this minute that you got on there. But you do have a lot of names on there. A lot of good names, actually.
Oh, man. Yeah, right. Bankroll Fresh, he's real hot right now in Atlanta doing his thing. You got Young Joe, who always did his thing.
Yep, I saw the one with Young Dro. Actually, I got attracted Hustle Gang's mixtape, Grand Hustle mixtape, coming out on the Grand Hustle mixtape, matter of fact. The niggas in Atlanta for real. Niggas in Atlanta for real. I love Atlanta. Tell me. Yeah. I like to swerve, and Atlanta's a place I'll swerve at.
Yeah, you know, it's the music capital right now, you know.
Oh, absolutely.
They almost say love to out of state individuals, artists, and everybody, man. They show love in Atlanta.
They do.
So you definitely got to get up there.
You go somewhere else, like you and I know, if you don't have like a solid fan base in a Colorado Springs, you can't just come out there and do a show. Nobody gonna give a fuck and nobody's showing up. I guarantee you.
Yeah.
You better have somebody on your team or be at least working with / connected with somebody in that town. You know, you got to know the DJ Kamikazes. You got to do shows with the MistaTres. Otherwise, don't come to Springs. I promise you. I know the city very well. They don't fuck with outsiders. But then you go to somewhere like Atlanta, and it's exactly the opposite. They're like, oh, we've been listening to this nigga since he was 12. You're new. Who are you?
Yeah, you know, and they want to listen to new music. They want to go out to different shows and see new people. They want to do that, you know, unlike, you know, other places. But yeah, I love Atlanta. Shout out to everybody out there on the dome.
I always thought that New York would be sort of the Motown or the Mecca of hip hop, but it really has turned into being Atlanta. Atlanta is sort of the Mecca of hip hop anymore.
Let's see. Okay, now we're gonna run into the theme of, because I'm trying to list the difference between hip hop and rap music. I'm thinking there's a difference. I'm thinking there's a difference, but I could be thinking wrong. You know, all of it is hip hop, but it's something's different. Something's different from New York style. You know, the DJ Kings and everybody that you have. You know, it's different.
Well, New York, and I mean, being traveled hip hop so much, like yourself and I think that we can. I kind of put it to this: New York, you're gonna get your sort of like what do you call them, like the borough like lyricists, like just dope words. Like you're gonna hear words that are doctorate level graduate words in their flows. And they're freestyling this shit. Like they're most spitters from New York, very well educated generally, at least well educated in vocabulary. You go to the Midwest, like Detroit and shit, you're gonna get that's where you're gonna find more white rappers than anywhere is in the Midwest, because shit is gully in the projects in the Midwest. It's just ain't all black people like you're used to seeing on the East Coast and shit. I promise you. It's gully. Yeah. It's just a bunch of crazy ass white dudes in trailer parks and shit that are gully. I promise you. Go to Tennessee and go down to holla, and I'm gonna tell you holla back, because you might not come back. So there's some gully shit out there. Believe me. You know, like who's a Yellow Wolf? Yellow Wolf's just like another little nigga from like the backwoods. You know, backwood little meth dealer. Cold as shit though. Cold as shit spitter. I've met him once. He's cold as shit. And so it's one of the things where, depending on where you go, I think it changes the dynamic of whether you're listening to like real rap versus gangster rap versus hip hop. Like for real, you still go out to the hood, you still go out to the projects, you still go down to Crenshaw Boulevard in Cali, and I promise you, you're still gonna hear straight Bloods and Crips gangster rap, do-rag rap. That's what I call it, the do-rag rap, where you gang banging on the mic. You don't catch that so much anymore in the South. You don't catch that up north anymore. Most of the people in this, and one thing I will say is Southern music is more like club banging music. I will say that 95% of the shit I DJ absolutely comes from the South.
Okay, so look, when you do music, and you go not even when you do music. Okay, say you're just a person that likes to go clubbing. When you go to a club and you hear the music, what you want the music to make you do?
Bounce.
Okay, so that's my whole thing of why I do music, so you can at least bob your head, dance, do something that's supposed to make you feel good about yourself. If you don't do music to make you feel good about yourself, then why are you doing it?
Hey,
I'll make somebody else feel good.
I'm gonna give you something though. I'm gonna tell the whole world, ladies, this nigga's a pervert like MistaTre. Let me tell you about this nigga Two Piece. I found out that me and this nigga Two Piece pull the same quality of bitches. I should say the same quality of freaks. I listened to I'ma Put Your Legs Up last year. It made my mixtape last year. It's still one of my favorite songs by you because I put that album She Said Treasy's the Boss out that just came back out in September. It was geared towards my female audience because I had never really done anything for them. I had always been on the Rocky Mountain King shit with the weed shit. And then before that, I was just on some hood shit like any other young rapper. And so I was like, really, I want to do that album for the ladies. Here's your album, ladies. And then I'm listening to some of my songs and I'm like, oh, I'm a dirty little perverted ass nigga. And then I put on, I'm gonna put your legs up, and I'm like, this nigga Two Piece a dirty ass little nigga.
Yeah, man. Growing up, it was all about our music in Florida. It was all about females, making a female, either dance or, to make them become a freak in the bed. So that's the music that I was doing, up until a point, I got older and started doing, digging and dabbling into different music and experimenting and stuff. So yeah, man, and I still do it from time to time. Like Do It For The Camera is a song that's probably gonna be my next single on the Down America album that I'm gonna push. It's the remix featuring JT Money and also play the theme on there. I'm gonna actually push that for the next 6 months. Hard. So Florida, be prepared. It's going down. Do It For The Cam, 2 Piece featuring Player P and JT Money. We should be shooting a video here shortly, and you will see a lot of promotion going on for Do It For The Cam down America. Let's get it, 2 Piece, huh?
I'm telling you, man. Before we get out of here, because we only got a couple minutes left, and I'm gonna hang up with you before I actually get out of here and sign off. But I'm telling you guys, this here, you know what we need? We need that hit track that combines the two together. The culture of dabbing and weed and smoking pot combined with sex. I've personally only done one track that's even remotely close to that. Like, and it's still not what I'm looking for. So I'm telling you, if you ever want to chop it up, man, we'll get down. But anyway, so one more time, Dab Gang guys on Facebook, 2 Piece, thank you for coming on the show, man. I'll chop it up with you on the side note on some other stuff business-wise, but as far as being on the show, I really appreciate you coming on the show, man.
Let's get it, Dab Gang.
All right.
No love, fam.
Hey,
Legalize,
baby. Legalize Florida 2016. Hey, it's the movement, baby. Hey, so again, we had 2 Piece on the phone. Dab Gang in the house. Love it. Always great when we have our boy in there. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm your boy, MistaTre the Doc, and we're gonna get out of here with 2 Piece's song. I'm gonna Put Your Legs Up. Just because I put him on blast for being kind of a naughty nigga, might as well put the naughty nigga music on. Here we go.
Jones Jr., best pound for pound that ever did it. Y'all know how the game go. I got 2 Piece down here doing it with me. The body here bangers. Go ahead and give them that fire. Bangers, nigga.
I'ma put your legs up, baby. Please don't fight it. I'm about to get excited. Guaranteed you're gonna like I'ma put your legs up. Talk to me like a lady. Say daddy, I say baby. Say daddy, I say baby.
All in with your legs up. All in with your legs up. I'm all in with your legs up. I'm all in with your legs up. All in with your legs up. I'm all in with your legs up. I'm all in with your legs up. All in with your legs up.
See, I heard the girl who was bad. When I seen all the ass, I knew it. She went to talk speaking on Spanish. The only thing that hurt me Cause let's do it. Got long hair, no weed. She got long hair, no weed. Pets all over her body. Baby got no sleep. I'ma try to toss, I'ma beat it good. First, give a little bit of head gang, then it's purr plane. Make a hit high notes like Etta Jane. Whoop, that's real big. Whoop, your ex ain't hit it like this. Put your legs all in the air. Therefore, I will not miss.
Put your legs up, baby, please don't fight it. I'm about to get excited. Guaranteed you gonna like it. Put your legs up. Talk to me like a lady. You say daddy, I say baby. You say daddy, I say baby.
All in with your legs up. All in with your legs up. I'm all in with your legs up. I'm all in with your legs up. All in with your legs up. I'm all in with your legs up. I'm all in with your legs up. All in with your legs up.
Hold in with your legs up. I know you want it, you ain't got a front. Leave him up there, eat it up. Your ex dude, he out of luck. I'll power drive that thing. Put the power gang down, straight smashing. Run a deep off in that hole. It's a touchdown, Bo Jackson. I put the rubber on that Magnum extra. If the thing good, I can feel the texture. Hit it awesome tonight, but in the morning only gets better. So you never had to do it to make it squirt all on the sheets. I do it just cause I can. You will never meet another like me.
I'ma put your legs up, baby, please don't fight it. I'm about to get excited. Guaranteed you gonna like it. I'ma put your legs up. Talk to me like a lady. You say daddy, I say baby. You say daddy, I say baby.
All in with your legs up. All in with your legs up. I'm all in with your legs up. I'm all in with your legs up. All in with your legs up. I'm all in with your legs up. I'm all in with your legs up. All in with your legs up.
Yama. We wrote this so she know how we feel so real. No Jamaican, me done one Puerto Rican #1 son. Spread joy for the world, all for one man. Yeah man, we smoke all day, so go gotch man. Don't never surrender, me can't song wrong. Sand between my toes, it feels so good. Never gonna bring the island straight to the hood. But tonight's more fireflies and black charm wood. Down summer days, and I be party like we should. Stand up for your right. Oh, everything will be alright. Oh no, in the city we try that boy, no they know the fight. But tonight I got sandwich with the cool. High Tide Stick is a product of Trezona LLC. Trezona LLC and the High Tide Stick family, thank you for listening. You're listening to the Doc MistaTre on High Tide Stick. That's right, I'm a real doctor. Like Dr. Phil's a real doctor. Oh yeah, only sexier. Way, way sexier. But bald. But sexier.